Hello, everyone, and welcome to In the Smoke and Shadows. My name is Ashley. I will be your GM and host for this evening. This is going to be a Shadowrun 5th edition. My laptop sound was on, already unprofessional. This is a Shadowrun 5th edition, like actual play. We're going to be set in the grimy cyberpunk London, and I hope you're all going to enjoy it. So let's introduce our cast for today. Alexi, why don't you start us off?
Right. I'm Alexi, formerly from Finland, then formerly from the UK, and then now in Finland again. Former academic, current corporate drone. Loving it. Anything else? My character?
No, why don't you tell us about your character?
Yeah, so I'll be playing Herbie, who also has the alias Nullbot. And Herbie is a decker, who's also an auto mechanic, and he hates robots.
Excellent. Jimmy, why don't you go next?
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Jimmy. I'm UK bred, born, and everything through and through. Currently an academic, and today I will be playing Caleb Thorpe, also known as Artaeus, the bear god. And yeah, basically I'm a magician who likes healing animals and a bit seedy, but very charismatic. Hopefully that will shine through today. Hope you enjoy.
Excellent. Philip.
Yeah, I'm Philip, and who is her? Alright,
Sorry about the clock.
It's fine.
well, we're on time apparently. So yeah, I'm Philip. I'm currently no good bum. Got my rejection letter for my PhD interview today, but
Oh no.
Oh no.
Sorry, man.
That's alright. And today I'll be playing Dark Flame, the tough street troll who can also fling magic and punch people in the face. That's what he'll be doing.
Excellent. Those are two very good skills. So Peter, why don't you round us out?
Okay, so I'm Peter. I'm also a PhD student, and today I will be playing Andrew Malt, who also goes by the name of Exile, and he's the son of a lord, and we've had a falling out, and now he thinks I'm dead.
Excellent.
Nice.
Cool. So, to start things off, I thought we'd do just some like mini intro scenes to get an idea of sort of what characters are like. So we'll start with Herbie.
Okay.
It's sort of it's raining as it always does in London.
Of
We get
course.
sort of a pan down from the rainy sky down sort of over like a street lamp. And then we see the front of Herbie's mechanic shop. So what's the name of your
The shop's name is, I wrote it down somewhere, so it's Triple Gear Auto Works.
Triple Gear? That is a great name.
Yeah, it's essentially, it's got a mostly open front, except it has a big what do you call those big sliding door things?
Yeah.
Like a garage door.
Yeah.
And I'm probably there hammering away at some piece of junk.
Yeah, so there's a rather sort of shoddy looking sports hatchback up on the lifted up on the lift, and you're sort of underneath it on the trolley. And there's an orc in there as well. He's sort of wearing a leather jacket, and he's saying, What do you mean it's going to take another 3 days? I need the car now. There's a street race tonight, and if I don't show up, the guys are going to take the licenses, and I'm going to lose that car.
Look here, you racer guy. I've got this. You look at this carburetor here. Look at this. It's a piece of shit. If I let you race on this, it'll probably explode or something. Well, it probably won't explode, but it'll look really ugly, and I have to order a new one. And look, it's gonna take a while. Give me a moment.
Okay, so he just sort of sighs and says, "Look, I'm not paying for 3 more days' work. All right, you'll get what we agreed on when I gave you the car. I'm not paying any more."
Well, you're gonna pay for the new carburetor, obviously. It was work plus components. This is a component. I'm ordering a new one. You can't race with this one. It'll look bad. It'll make me look bad.
God damn it! And he just sort of like punches the side of the car and like puts a dent in it. He says,
That's gonna be 2 more hours.
And then he sort of storms out. And then you get a little ping, just like in your augmented reality display. You've got a message from an A. Johnson. And then
Okay.
we'll cut over to Caleb.
All right.
So so we see like that message pop up on Herbie's display, and then sort of the heads-up display stays pretty much the same, and the scene behind it fades away, and we see the same message up on Caleb's display. And
Okay.
Caleb, you're in a bar.
Yep. Sounds about right.
So this is you're like on a stage, like doing a show. So why don't you tell us like about what's going on?
Okay, so basically, my act is to summon creatures. So particularly, I'll get things like, I don't know. It's more. I mean, okay, they're bears and stuff, but they're not really physically there. They're kind of in the magical plane, so you can see them, you just can't feel them.
Yeah,
and you've got a couple of them going around, and they're basically just there for show. They're just milling around. They're interacting with each other, and it's looking quite. It looks like it's about to get a little bit tense. They're looking at each other, eyeing each other up. They don't like each other, and I'm starting to sense this, and I'm trying to kind of pull it back in. I'm trying to restrain them somewhat. So I think I just banished them at that point, and I take it I'm quite far into the set. So
I think you're just wrapping up.
Yeah. Okay. So I banish them, and I just say, "Thank you, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the show, and I'll see you next week."
Yeah, there's like some light applause. And what kind of bar is it that you perform in?
Okay, so this particular one is not as seedy as the rest.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So typically speaking, I mean, this is kind of a middle range, like, so not bourgeois by any stretch, but not poor either. It's kind of,
it's not like a Weatherspoons, but it's also like a like Slug and Lettuce, like that level.
Yeah, I take that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, there are still like there are teenagers around. I wouldn't say kids.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a large range of age groups looking and admiring.
Yeah. Okay. So you walk off the stage, and two women approach you. One of them's an elf. She's quite tall, sort of long blonde hair. The other one's human. She's sort of average height, with like a red bob.
Okay.
And they sort of scurry up to you as you come off the stage. They've both got like notepads with them and pens. And they sort of just like stick them out and don't say anything.
Okay. Sure. I'll take them and just say, so what's your name? This to the elf first, I guess.
Her name is Sally.
Sally, huh?
Yeah.
Nice name. All right. Sign, give it back. And to you, to the human.
And the redhead says, "Oh, I'm married."
No, don't be so shy. Don't be so shy. and raise an eyebrow, give him a little bit of a wink, and just say, "See you around."
They sort of giggle and go back to the bar.
Cool. All right.
So now you sort of start walking off, sort of probably back to like the changing rooms, and we cut over to Dark Flame. So I think you're also in not the same bar, but like a sort of a more sort of run down, like street bar, and you're sitting at a table sort of by yourself. You've got like a what does Dark Flame drink? Like a heavy stout or something like that.
Yeah, that's whatever the Guinness equivalent is.
Yeah. Synthetic Guinness.
Taste of the
Not brewed in Ireland anymore because the elves don't drink it. But
weaklings.
So you're sort of drinking away, and there's sort of a rowdy crowd, sort of on the next table over, and there's sort of an argument happening. They're arguing about like which urban brawl team is the best, and sort of shouting at each other. When sort of out of nowhere, a glass sort of flies past your head, smashes on the wall, sort of covers you in sort of beer. What do you do?
Look across the room, silently, stand up, and Bulk generally pushes the table away and say, "Who threw that?"
Okay, so you stand up. So you're a troll, so you're quite tall.
Yeah.
And this is probably like quite an old pub. So you're probably like right up, like in the rafters. And there's two there's two dwarfs sitting at the table behind you. And one of them looks to the other and just sort of points, and then sort of scooches to the side.
I think at this point I'd like to pick up that dwarf and defenestrate him.
You'd like to what?
Throw him out the window.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. So you pick him up and throw him out, and then the barman just sort of slams his fist on the table and says, "That's going on your tab." And then I think you also get that same ping message from A. Johnson.
Next time.
So Peter, I don't know if you're here because your webcam is frozen.
I am here. Has it frozen?
Yeah, it has frozen.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you, yeah.
I don't think my webcam likes doing this.
Yeah, okay. So we see Exile walking down the street in the rain. Does he dress quite well, or do you just sort of...
So I guess for normal day-to-day stuff, I'm wearing electrochromatic clothing designed to blend in.
Okay, yeah, sure. So you're sort of walking down, and you're like your jacket keeps like shimmering because the rain is like screwing up the like the camo effect, and you keep like checking behind you because you're absolutely certain that there's a dude behind you following you.
Okay.
So you sort of... Where are you walking to? Are you just like walking home, or are you going outside?
Yeah, I'm probably walking between shops and my house because I don't really go much else unless I'm Shadowrunning.
Yeah, okay. So you've got like a little bag of shopping with you.
Yeah.
And you turn a couple of corners, and maybe like duck down an alley. And you sort of get to the end of this alley and look behind you again, and this guy is still definitely behind you, and he's come down the alley as well, and he's walking towards you.
Okay. I guess I'm probably going to sort of softly remove my needler pistol from the concealed holster,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say, "What do you want? Who are you? Why are you following me?"
He doesn't say anything. He just keeps walking towards you.
I'm gonna be less subtle with the needler now.
Okay. You see quite obviously, he sort of brushes his coat back, and reaches for what looks like a handgun.
Probably gonna shoot, I guess.
Okay, you just shoot him and you just sort of shoot him right in the neck, and he goes down. What do you do after that?
I'm going to inspect him and see if there's anything
Okay.
on him. Find out who he was.
He doesn't have much on him, but what you do find is a business card for Malt Cybernetics, which is your father's company.
Indeed.
And then I think you then get that message ping.
Okay.
So all of you now have this message. Let me find where I've written down what it says. It just says, the crusted pipe at 11 o'clock, 8 Fetter Lane in the Temple District. Ask for the art table.
The art table. All right. Philip, sorry, Peter, you still there? We lost you.
I guess we lost him.
Maybe just resetting.
Maybe. We'll wait till he comes back.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you've all got this message. Do you sort of come together and then go to the bar?
Yeah. So what's the usual way we do this? So do we tend to contact each other when we get something like this, or do we just go to the bar? Or
yeah, so you can definitely tell the message is definitely sent to all of you. You can all see like all 4 of your contact details in the recipient line. So
okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll just send so I have like a brain link or something with my comm link, I guess, since it's in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just sort of send a got it or something as a text message.
Yeah.
Okay.
The rest of us, including the Johnson, I guess, or do we usually send a message like that to Johnson?
No, you don't have his contact details. It's got like a blocked sender.
Okay.
Okay, so then I just send a got it to the rest of us.
Okay.
Okay. So you're all well aware that the Temple District has incredibly high security. So it's probably not smart to go in carrying around weapons or anything. But Cable, you've probably heard of this bar before.
Okay.
Not been to it or performed at it, but you know it's sort of like it's a very high bar. Sort of drinking it's a drinking establishment where members of Parliament go and discuss private business and that sort of thing.
Intriguing.
Is there a dress code?
Stand out quite a bit.
Oh, Peter's
Hello?
back.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Hello, can people hear me?
Yeah.
I can't hear anyone anymore.
Okay, well.
Have you set it to receiving video and voice?
Where's all the sounds gone? Okay, I can't hear anyone. Okay.
I mean, I'm asking him, and he said it to receive sound and voice, and he can't hear me, but...
There we go. Everyone's back.
Okay.
Yep.
Excellent. Okay, so...
Right. Okay.
So yeah, so you've got this message to meet a Mr. A. Johnson, at a bar in the Temple District.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Okay.
So is there a dress code or something?
Hmm.
Do I have anything I can wear there?
I sure don't.
I have a smart-looking armor jacket thing.
yeah,
that's
you could
pretty
probably get away with that.
Yep.
Yeah, I have an armor jacket as well.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm not sure if it's smart looking, but it's practical.
Mm.
Hmm.
Mine looks like you wear it on the streets, and you do.
Yeah.
Ah, perfect. I've got
Yeah.
fashionable electrochromic clothing. Is that feasible? Because otherwise,
No, yeah, electrochromic just means you can change the color of it. And
I'll
if it's
change it to a
fashionable, it's
small
fashionable.
fluorescent pink.
So,
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I
he'll
kind
be
of see. Yeah, I kind of see my armor jacket being a sort of a trench coat thing with like, I don't know, plasteel plating on parts of it or something.
yeah, but that's also kind of in, you know.
Okay.
Lots of people walk around in armor jackets.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so what do you where do you guys meet before going to the bar?
Is there a tube station or something nearby?
Yes, I wouldn't know what the tube station is. I don't know London.
Temple is a tube station.
Temple is a tube station, yeah.
Okay, so maybe
Yeah,
we
seems
go to the
logical.
Temple tube station.
Yeah, you meet there.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we probably meet somewhere where we can loiter for a while.
Yeah. So the you probably meet up like in the just outside the entranceway of the tube station. As soon as you step out into the streets, you can tell immediately that the police presence here is a lot higher than the rest of the city. There are like drones patrolling the streets in the air. You can see sort of pairs of policemen walking up and down. But they don't seem to be stopping anyone or anything like that. They're just walking up and down and flying up and down.
Go undercover.
Yeah. And you know that the bar you're going to is probably like a 5-10 minute walk from here.
Okay.
All right.
Do we look weird when we are walking around in a group, or is this common?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
All right, fair
Then
enough.
I guess we can just walk as a group.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to spend the walk complaining about the circle line.
So
I'm going to glare at the occasional passing drone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Andrew Malt, I assume that you know what the Temple District's like, considering you're quite a rich person and you've dealt with this kind of atmosphere before. So I'm assuming that you just think, this is perfectly normal.
I'm assuming for my character it is. I don't know Temple that well in real life.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you would all know that Temple is like the heart of British politics. It's where all the offices of the Lord Protector are, or the ex-Lord Protector, as it were, and like Houses of Parliament and all of that. And yeah, it's just sort of very, very posh, and lots of money have been put into it. You see a lot of men in robes walking around as well. That some of you might recognise as druids. So do you guys discuss anything as you're walking up to the bar, or?
How well do we know each other at this point?
I think you've probably gone on a few runs together. Like you are established as a team of runners, and that's why you've all been messaged as a group.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So what do you think it is this time, guys?
Whoever sent this to us likes his places. I don't really think. I don't know what to make of a place like this.
Yeah, I mean, is it
someone who can
common
pay
for
better
us
than
to...
normal?
Pontias, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm guessing we don't go to these nice areas often.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
I don't go, at least.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right.
Okay. So you arrive at what was the bar called? The Crushed Pipe. It's a there's like a big like tall, I don't know, like Edwardian era, like I don't know, 3 or 4 story like office building type of place where they'd have like conferences and workshops and things like that. And the bar is built into like the old servants' quarters. So you sort of go down the steps and into sort of this dark and dim bar. Each of the sort of seating areas is sort of walled off as its own like private cubicle. And there's a gentleman standing at the door with like a drinks menus in like a smart suit. And he greets you as you come in. It's like, yes, hello. How can I help you?
Who usually does the talking of us?
I guess it would be me.
Yeah, you have the charisma for it.
Yeah, I guess so. So just checking, like, if we were to ask for a Mr. Johnson, would it seem out of the ordinary?
So you were in the message. You were asked to ask for the art table.
Right. Greetings, gentlemen. Which way is it to the art table, please?
Yes. One, just this way. He sort of walks you down, past a couple of cubicles, opens the door to one. Sort of, there's like red leather seats and like an oak table, and sitting opposite the door is a sort of a very slick-looking gentleman. He's sort of reasonably tall. You can tell by looking at him, he's not young, but he looks young. Like he's had a lot of work done. Spends a lot of money on keeping his face looking pretty.
So he's a human?
Yeah, he is human. He smiles as the door opens, and he sort of speaks with like a New York accent. Which I don't think I can do, so I'm not going to try it.
Pretty safe.
So yeah, he says, good, yeah, come in, sit down. He sort of gestures for you to sit around him.
I look for something to drink.
I sit down.
The gentleman who walked you down just notices that immediately, and says, and gives you a drinks menu.
Okay, I ordered some strong whiskey from it.
Okay, yeah.
Something that doesn't look like it'll bankrupt me.
Yeah.
Any more than I'm bankrupt.
There's like a budget line. They know their clientele.
Yeah. Okay.
Gotta go for wine then, if we're not paying for it.
Yeah, I too decide to go for wine.
Okay.
Too fancy, Miss Joyner. I can't handle it.
Okay, so you all sort of sit down, and the waiter goes off, and the guy you're sitting with says, "Right, so I'm Bartholomew Johnson. Call me Art. The whole Mr. Johnson thing is just weird when it's actually your name." So
name.
I'm going to tell you very briefly. I used to work in New York. Stock trading went badly, came here, a little more stock trading. Now it's information. Information is power, information is money. Now, I have some information, but it's not complete, and I need a little bit more. The job's going to pay 8,000 nuyen, that's like 20 grand of your Great British pounds. I'll pay you 6,250 in advance. Do we have a deal?
What is the job?
Why don't you give me a... Let me have a look at your character sheet.
Oh, you can do that. Cool.
Oh, do you not have like a... like a negotiating skill or anything?
I've got
I've got a negotiating skill.
Likewise.
Mm.
Herb
I have
is
intimidate, but I'm not entirely sure that'll work.
Okay,
Herb
this
is
is good.
mostly
This
just waiting for his drink right now.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Other people do the talking.
So yeah, he says UK. No more information until we agree on a price.
Well,
I
considering
would
all
like
this,
some idea of whether it's going to be worth 8,000 before we commit to this.
too right.
Was that 8,000 per person or?
Yeah,
Total.
8,000 per person.
Oh.
Okay.
Says, look, it's going to be an easy job. It's only going to take you 2 days.
Oh, well, if it's just
I
2
won't
days.
say it's going to be a milk run, but
Well, okay. Tell us about this easy job of yours.
okay.
I do.
So he takes out a data slate and like drops it on the table and sort of gestures with it a little bit, and it pulls up a news article on the what's it called? Got lots of notes and I don't know where they are. It's gone and I can't find it.
By the way, I'd like to have Analyze Truth as a spell while we're at the meet.
I've got that spell, but yeah, someone should probably have that up.
Yeah, someone should cast it. I recommend one of you do it.
Yeah, I mean, if one of you wants to try and cast that,
All right.
presumably before you even get to tempo.
Yeah.
Isn't it a touch spell though? You need to be touching someone to tell them.
No, it's a sustained spell. Would it be going on?
Yeah, sustain. Oh, it is ranged touch, but I assume that means you touch yourself.
Yeah.
Salvo or targets statements and truth.
What?
Oh.
Alright.
Okay. Okay, so you're going to take 1 drain.
Yep.
And you do succeed on casting.
That's sustained, so...
Yeah. So I assume you do actually need to touch him at some point in order to tell if he's lying. So I don't know if you want to like try shaking his hand or anything like that.
Yeah, when we came in then.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, the data slate has a news article on the Underplex Transport Reappropriation Bill. And he explains to you, so basically this bill going through, it's been like approved by the Commons or whatever, and the Lords are voting on it. It's basically going to move a ton of money so that the Lambeth contaminant zone can be linked up or re-linked to the underground. The transport links into the contaminant zone are awful. Something, I don't know. I don't go there. And the money is going to go towards doing that. Now, I know some people who would very, very much like to know how this vote is going to turn out. Whether it's a yes or a no, I don't care, but they care, and they can better handle their money mostly into my pocket if they know how the vote is going to go before it's properly voted on. Now the vote is in 2 days, and there is a sort of a gathering, a party, as it were, happening tomorrow evening, 7 p.m., where the members of the House of Lords are going to sort of mingle with people with corporate interests, if you know what I mean, and sort of discuss business and things like that. There's going to be some schmoozing, some convincing of some people to vote one way, some people to vote another way. What I want you to do is go to this party, find out which way the vote is going to go, call me, let me know, and you'll get your money.
So what's the catch here?
What catch? Simple as that.
Well, you're offering us all 8,000 nuyen. I mean, this seems very a lot of money to gather information.
To go eavesdrop on people.
Which lords are going to be present?
That I don't know. Probably most of them.
Well, what do you think, guys? I mean, this seems...
I can't be seen by lords.
Well, that's not my problem.
No, I'm just for planning. Everyone else needs to bear that into mind.
How stealthy are you, just out of interest?
Is that a skill?
Oh,
Stealth
probably.
is a skill, yeah.
Let's check my skills list and see.
I am not stealthy.
I am not stealthy either, apparently, but I've got survival and navigation and tracking. They might be
Well, those will
applicable.
be useful.
I'm stealthy in the Matrix.
We don't have stealth, guys.
Yeah. So I think what
Um,
we need to do then is just disguise ourselves as lords, although that might be tricky. I mean,
No,
I think wait staff might be more.
Yeah.
So Art says to you, he sort of flicks some more on his datapad and says, I've got 4 sort of temporary sins here. They'll just label you as like people from various corporations, lobbyists. You'll be there sort of under the guise to convince people to vote one way or the other, when in reality you're there to find out which way people are voting. Got that?
Okay.
I think so. All right. Question. What if it's 50-50?
Well, if it's 50-50, then I don't care. I need to know if it's going to go one way or the other.
Very well. Convincing, I see. All right. I can do that.
I look at my temporary sin. What corporation am I representing?
You're probably all like HTC, not HTC.
Oh, okay.
Is it HTC? No, HKB.
Okay.
No, hang on. No, that's the Russian Special Forces. Where is it? Where's the corporations page? I really don't like really old PDFs that don't have like bookmarks. They make it very difficult to find things. Major corporations.
They do.
Where is it? Economy.
Yeah, it's just so I know what kind of a person I should bullshit other people.
Oh no, it is HKB.
Like.
So Hildebrandt, Kleinfeld, Bernal. Insurance brokering, commodity brokering, investment management, sort of data services and data management, stuff like that.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So I have a distinctive voice and can't be seen around lords. This might be a problem for me.
Are you good at bluffing, at least? I mean, can you disguise your voice? Can you sound more common or something like that?
I imagine that might go against the attribute, if I can.
Yeah, probably. You'd probably have to actually have like an impersonation skill.
All right. Can I actually?
Are these sins tailored to each of us, or is there a troll one?
They're each sort of tailored good enough to each of you that they'll work. But they've got a very strict time limit on them. They run out in exactly 48 hours.
Wow. Okay. So this is what 11 p.m. The party's at 7, so that should be a decent amount of time. All right.
Yeah.
What do we know about the location the party's in?
It's some
Sort of stuff.
snooty ballroom.
Does Johnson give us any info?
Yeah, no, that's literally what he says. What is it? It's at the Masonette Hotel.
Okay, it's a hotel.
Yeah. So it's probably some like high class 5-star business hotel.
How many voters do we have to look? Interrogate?
Well,
Yeah,
there's
to ask to get a statistically significant number of voters.
I was thinking of just trying to latch into some sort of a listening or video device network in there, so
Yeah,
I could just analyze the stuff from there later.
that might be the way to go.
We could all be in the van and just send in
maybe.
Yeah.
whatever Jimmy's character is.
Caleb. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I'm willing to go in and act as a lord on their behalf or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So Art sort of looks around and says, so do we have a deal?
I think we
Sounds
have
like a deal.
a deal.
Okay.
I should say.
Argue on price.
Do we
Look
have our
around.
drinks yet?
More.
Sorry?
I think what's willing to
we have our
negotiate
drinks
will
yet?
help.
What?
Yeah, you've got your drinks.
Okay,
Yeah, good.
just checking.
Yeah.
So I can down it before we leave.
I'm just casually sipping all the fun. That's good.
Okay. So Art sort of goes to shake each of your hands. And he takes 4 cred sticks out of his pocket, puts them on the table, says, so there's 2,500 each, nuyen, for each of you. That's your advance payment. You'll get the rest once I have my information. Once you know which way the vote is going to go, you're going to want to go onto the London Rock Climbers Forum on the Matrix and just make a post that says yay or nay. I'll do the rest.
Okay.
So there was £2,500 on the credit stick.
Yeah.
2,500 nuyen, so 6,250.
I swear it was meant to be more, wasn't there? I
Huh?
might be wrong. Was there meant to be more? Or did he say more? I might be wrong.
So it's
but...
8,000 total with
Yep,
2,500 in advance.
Okay, right, fair enough. That's fine.
Okay.
And what are we pretending to be? So at this
Lobbyists.
party? Lobbyists.
People.
Yeah, you're going to a lobbyist ball.
Okay. I have to be a lobbyist who doesn't speak.
Easy enough. No.
Okay, so Art gets up to leave. He sort of, on his way out, says, I wouldn't hang around long. The wait staff get a bit picky with certain types of people. And then he goes to leave.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Wow.
Glare.
Yeah, you sure. Yeah, all right. I finished my drink and I guess just. I assume we remain together after he's gone just for a bit.
Yeah. So
yeah.
What are you guys gonna do? It's obviously it's 11 p.m. now, and the lobbyist ball is tomorrow at 7.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got time. What kind of prep do you want to do and stuff like that?
I think parking the place is the way to go.
Yeah, if there is
Good idea.
sufficient monitoring equipment in the place for hacking it, or the hacking makes sense.
Can anyone think of a reasonable reason why I wouldn't be speaking at this event?
Pretend you're mute.
Why would I be
Yes, you
anonymous
did.
if I was mute?
Yeah.
Do you have another language you could use?
I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
know his language skills. That would have been.
Let's see, because you're a human, aren't you?
Mm.
Yeah.
Very well.
Don't know that's Berethiel.
All right. Well, I think what we should do is plan this while we're at the pub now. That way, we can do any prep from the morning. It gives us more time later on. Hopefully, our inebriated selves can manage something.
Okay.
I think we need to go to a seedier joint than this to plan.
Yeah, I'm thinking, what
If we
sort
move
of
on-
matrix security does this place where we're at right now have? Because I'm thinking of doing a sort of a search for information
afford the second drink?
on the hotel.
So the bar you're in now, probably doesn't have too significant in the way of like matrix security.
Yeah.
They probably have like a small private host.
Yeah. Well, then again, I don't have a cyber deck with me, so I
Yeah.
can't do anything illegal right now anyhow.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking of checking public records on the hotel or something like that.
Yeah, no, that's definitely something you can do. You can give me a matrix search.
Yeah, I'm checking if I'm not specialized, but I think I have a button here.
Yeah.
Oh, but I don't have the deck data thingy on me right now because I don't have the deck with me. I guess I'll just subtract that from my roll.
Yeah, so like your comlink should have data and firewall stats as well, but I don't know what they'd be.
Yeah. Should I just assume they're 0 for now, so I don't have to look everywhere?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, I'll just use a -3 for the roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Matrix search is that button, and the -3 for situational modifier, and there we go. What do I learn
3
for?
successes. Okay, so the hotel, like I said, you sort of find the like the public tourist access website quite quickly. You'd never be able to afford like even to stay a night in this place. It's like thousands of pounds a night to stay at. Very fancy, very, very old. They have like a long list of the balls and galas and things like that they've hosted there. You managed to find that the hotel itself has like a private host. I don't know if the search lets you know what rating the host is.
Oh yeah, just a comment here. I realized that the limit is affected by my data, so the 3 that I was supposed to not have is actually the limit. So, well,
Okay.
I have at least 1 success anyhow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I don't know if you're actually meant to know what the rating of a host is without like actually getting a mark on it.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure on the very specifics of this stuff, but
you can definitely tell, sort of scouting around, the security seems to be quite high, especially for a hotel. And it looks like there's been some recent upgrades as well.
Yeah. Can I figure out if they have like any sort of monitoring equipment that would be useful for what we want to do?
You can definitely tell that they have like cameras and stuff.
Yeah.
But without getting inside the host, you wouldn't be able to tell exactly what.
Yeah, well, I can't do that without my deck.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Right. So I take it a physical like scan just going around the hotel in the daytime would not help in the slightest here, or would it?
Well, it looks pretty suspicious.
Yeah.
I mean,
That would
it
be able to, going around sort of looking at it physically, you'd be able to tell what like the actual like guard presence is and stuff like that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's going to be the best we can do, and maybe. I mean, I take it we're not going to be able to plant anyone inside in like an upper floor and claim to wait on a friend or whatever. That's not going to be feasible.
No, you'd have to basically either buy a room or like hack yourself into having a reservation or something.
We should do
Not
that.
Nick. Hotel
Yeah, that does sound good.
uniforms.
Should get us a room.
Oh my god, yeah, workers, yes, I like
Yeah.
it.
Well, I could try to hack us a room. What exactly would that involve? Like, should I go to the site, or there's like the whole noise thingy, I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, you'd have to get inside with.
Yeah. Find some sort of a reservation terminal, I guess, or something.
No, you'd be able to do it from outside the building. There would be noise, obviously.
Okay.
But you could, if you got a mark on the host, you'd be able to get in. And
I guess
then
I could do the edit thingy.
yeah, probably just like you'd have to find the
file and edit
find
it.
the files where the reservations are, and then edit yourself in.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, do we want to get a reservation for one or some of us?
Yeah, I think it'd be better if we could have a base within the hotel.
Yeah.
Well, they could give us an excuse to be there during the day tomorrow.
Well, what about the worker plan? Because that also sounds promising. Could we like put ourselves on the
Could do both.
one of us on the payroll? Yeah.
It'll be
That would
easy to go
probably
see.
work.
Well, we'd have to bluff the hotel staff. Still, they'd be very suspicious if we
Just
suddenly four new guys appear on the staff.
Yeah.
Well, no, we don't all
Even
have
if we have valid
The
IDs.
BBL guys.
Yeah.
I definitely think I could blend in better as a member of the staff than as one of the lobbyists.
Same
Yeah.
with me.
Okay.
Well, no, maybe.
All right. So how about some of us go in as a member of staff, and some of us are lobbyists, or we have one on the outside, maybe. I mean, I guess Nullbot's going to be decking, but
Yeah. I can be
otherwise-
decking. I don't really mind where. Well, it's obvious. It'll obviously be easier decking from inside, but then again, it'll be very visible decking from inside, especially if
Yes.
it's full of
I could
lords.
stay with you to run a security.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So why don't we take our first break now, and when we come back, we'll get started on the plan and see how you guys do.
Right.
Okay, what time should we do that for?
Like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we'll take a short
For a
5 minute
very,
break.
very quick dinner then.
Yeah. Okay.
Down at pressure. Yeah. Great.
All right. So we'll be back in 5.
Cool.
Bye.